Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm titillated, and I know it's controversial to start a podcast with such an adjective,
Titillated.
but here I am. I'm Jen.
Here I am, once again.
Here Neal is once again.
I'm not a teacher.
Singing copyright music 10 seconds into the podcast. We're in a relationship. We talk about reality TV. We are sitting down today. Usually, basically, we have supper. I'm Canadian. See? People are going to be like, why do you say supper? Are you Southern? When Neal and I first started playing Xbox together, the only accent he ever compared my accent to was, you kind of sound Southern. But I think it must have been like your perception, like your ear perception over the Xbox headsets.
Yeehaw.
Which, okay, can we bring back... How come this doesn't exist anymore? If Microsoft is listening, can we please bring back the headsets that just clip around one ear?
Like the Bluetooth?
Basically.
No, because...
That was my best... Now, I know people love their over-the-head headphones. I'm just really warm and I get overwhelmed. When I was in the best shape of my life, I was walking around this whole town with giant beats on my head. I could have got hit by a car.
I used the headsets that would come with...
I love that you say that would come with. Now they're $25 and they're separate.
Then I bought the $250 Pro headset. I forgot the brand.
Turtle Beach?
No, this was...
Better?
Yeah, it came in a metal box, and then I returned it. I returned them the next day.
Because you felt bad.
Because I was like, I didn't like also how heavy they were on my head.
I am really particular about headsets. If you looked around this room right now, you'd see several. But you know what? Damn it. I think my ex-husband bought me that.
I ended up just buying like a $30 or $40 bottom of the line Turtle Beach that was perfect.
Exactly. A company that's good at what they do, even their cheap one is going to be good. So I think that's a Turtle Beach, that silver one.
I mean, Turtle Beach is 90% of the market.
Exactly. That's my point. So there's a huge array in what you can buy, and even the worst of it is still good. So gaming is not that expensive of a hobby.
Plus, we play on Nuketown or Shipment 95% of the time, and you really don't need a headset for that.
I don't need to hear if you're coming around the corner. I assume you're coming around the corner.
And Chaos Nuketown is back. Let's go.
Oh, man, it makes me want to say goodbye to these people and go play.
You have so many points about Real Housewives Orange County episode 2.
So that's what we're talking about today. I hope you guys are watching. I hope you guys would be willing to watch. And if you're not willing to watch, I hope you're willing to listen to us. Because I will explain it. This is probably only your second season watching The Real Housewives of Orange County.
It's my second season of watching all the Real Housewives, yes.
So, put that in context, whereas even if I didn't watch them, I've known about them from the beginning, so I know... do you know who Teresa Giudice is?
Only because... she went to jail?
Right, so you do still know enough about pop culture. I'm trying to contextualize your knowledge now. You know enough about pop culture to know the really big names like that.
Yes.
So you knew Tamra anyway, because she'd been on The Traitors. So it's funny because you're more familiar with Tamra than you are with anyone else.
Right.
And on The Traitors, she just got to be a normal human. Are you surprised with how ruthless she can go? Going after... Now, listen. Okay, we're going to get into it. But before we do, please like and subscribe and give us a rating or comment. Really...
Heck, even email us. Do anything.
Come talk to us. Give us suggestions of what shows you would like us to watch.
We will reply.
Yes, well, Neal will.
I will reply.
He'll read out what you said to me, and I'll be like, oh my god, that's so sweet, and I'll start crying, and then he'll reply. It's a team effort.
That is exactly what will happen. Is it surprising to see how ruthless she is? The problem with that is, we're only on episode 2 and we're like a
of
third.
the most recent season, though. I didn't make them go back to the
Yes,
beginning.
the new
it's
season.
airing right now. Yes,
We're like a third of the way through episode 2, and everybody has a problem with Katie, and
that's the main focus of the
Yes.
first episode.
So it's hard to separate Tamra because I know she's in a feud with what's her Jen. Is that who?
Jen, the
Jen,
other
yes.
blonde, she is being ruthless about how, she is just being so straightforward about how Jen wanted her life, wanted
Yes.
her lifestyle, and she got it. She was the blonde fitness influencer housewife.
Yep.
I mean, what's wrong with wanting that life? But Tamara is ruthless for pointing
She should
that
be
out.
flattered. What's the expression?
Imitation is the sincerest
Yes.
form of flattery.
Yes.
What's the end of that quote? No, it's important.
And then you murder the person you're imitating and steal their life. Oh, you can't say the M word,
Imitation
excuse me.
is the sincerest form of flattery. What, narcissist? They're all narcissists.
Oh, yes.
This is crazy. This has fed me more in an episode and a half than the last 2 seasons of Beverly Hills combined.
Beverly Hills is so boring.
You know what?
It's
gonna
because
say
Kyle won't participate in anything.
Let Kyle go.
Yes.
If you do a soft reboot, knock some of your bottom girls off and bring in different ones, it's not enough.
Dorit was trying to carry the season and pull it out of Kyle, and Kyle was like, I do not want to participate this year.
In this house, we are, we excuse a lot of Dorit's behavior, I think.
Yes.
Because I think she has experienced a lot of trauma.
Yes.
Where I wouldn't call us Team Dorit, which is why I needed to come to you guys and see what you guys think about this. I don't know whose team I'm on. I definitely know I'm Team Emily. Does she always do the right thing? No, she does
I'm
not.
Team Katie.
Neal, what is really hard on Emily? Team Katie is the wrong take, dude. No, she has objectively done wrong.
Okay,
For
no,
anyone who...
let me rephrase it. I'm not Team Katie. I'm Team Anti-Emily being on television right now.
He compared her basically to like how Huda shouldn't have been on Love Island because she has a lot of like trauma. They all have trauma. That's what makes a good show. Being honest about it is what makes a sincere show. This show is so much more sincere than Beverly Hills. It's also funnier. When they lost Lisa Vanderpump, love her or hate her, her one-liners in confessionals.
We love Lisa. We can't wait for the new Vanderpump Rules.
That's what all these ruthless ladies are giving on Orange County. If you have been kind of in the drudges, is that a word? The doldrums. If you've been in the housewife doldrums, kind of feeling fatigued by it, not liking the last few seasons of certain shows, I think Miami is worth it this season. That season is still ongoing. And I think Orange County is worth it this season. It's summertime. Get yourself a glass of something. Take a gummy, like candy. I can't tell you that you should take that. But the point of this podcast is that I do. We didn't tell them that. That's why the podcast is named The Podcast, guys.
I'm sure yes. If you've listened before, you'll know. But if you haven't, yes.
But guess what? It's a special Friday. Under the influence. Which means it's stronger. As illustrated by my turning it into song.
Yes.
I'm going to get it together. Because I have a lot to say.
Right.
They brought Gretchen back. That should be the headline of this episode. Gretchen is back. I said to Neal, because Neal doesn't know who Gretchen is, it's the equivalent of Alexis coming back last season. Alexis? Is that her name? Jesus Jugs? Tamara was so ruthless at her that she left again. She could only hack it one season and left again. Who would have thought an Alexis comeback would have only been one season? But she bit the hand that feeds her. She says so this is about last season now. Alexis had been gone for a long time, came back on the show. The big drama with her, which fed last season, honestly, here's the door, Shannon Bedore, is that she's dating John Jansen, who is Shannon's ex-boyfriend.
She added nothing to the show, because that was her whole personality.
Absolutely. So
yes.
you are meaningless without Shannon. If Shannon went on to bigger and better, left the show, you'd be nothing.
Right.
Shannon hasn't been the focal point, really, of this season yet. It's really been Katie, which is so crazy because I just realized we're halfway through this episode. Katie is fodder. She's cannon fodder.
She's being used as, like, the first villain of the
They're
season.
feeding Katie to the wolves, to the Emily, Gina, Heather wolves. Here's the thing, though. She deserves it. How can you be Team Katie?
I said I'm Team Emily. She should not be on TV.
Okay, so if you didn't watch us the last time we talked about Real Housewives, sometimes we probably don't label the episodes properly. Like, please just love us and listen to it anyway. I promise. I promise the show is worth talking about. I promise you should be watching it if you love reality TV at all. Katie was new last season. Gina brought her in. She's like a golf analyst, and so is her husband, so they're both like journalists.
He looks just like a golf analyst. Like, if you think of a golf analyst that's not, like, from Europe, it would be him. Continue.
So she's a journalist. Is that why she feels like she's friends with the bloggers? She's like,
Probably.
I got invited to this blogger's birthday party, and all the other Orange County girls are looking at her like, girl, what? But, like, is it possible to be a blogger's friend, or do they all get invited to this stuff and, like, you don't actually go? Like, you wouldn't even mention that you'd be invited to the blogger's thing. Katie's daughter's friend babysat Emily's kids. She then told a story about how Emily's kids said, we don't like Heather, she's mean to our mom. Do I think 8-year-olds are capable of saying that? Yes, I do. Do I think the story should have been repeated by Katie's daughter and put into the ethos? No. Do I blame Katie's daughter? Absolutely not. She's a teenager. She was repeating it. She thought it was funny. The babysitter thought it was funny. Now Emily is full on like, I had to send a cease and desist to the babysitter for invasion of privacy. You think that's bullshit. That's why you don't like Emily. Here's the thing. She's a lawyer.
Okay.
So wouldn't she be doing this for free? Well, no, she said she had to pay the attorney a lot of money. Saying that you have to pay the attorney a lot of money is crazy. I will say that.
It's just, you're not going to win a lawsuit for somebody saying, like...
It's because you have connections and because... I'm sure you paid them. I would pay my lawyer friends too, but someone
I'm going to tell the truth here. I bet she doesn't even have an attorney. This is all to make her look good in front of Heather. I bet she hasn't done anything about this.
Here's the thing. I like that crew because I like them together. I like when Heather, Gina, and Emily get along. But I understand that because Heather is a part of that group and Emily is a part of that group and so vocal, that it's really hard to bring new people in. For the first half of last season, I sympathized with Katie. Like, it's got to be really hard to get to know them once you've badmouthed Heather. Last season, her issue was with Heather. I don't even remember why. It doesn't matter. You don't pick a fight with Heather. So Gina feels like shit for even bringing Katie into the group. I, before the season started, was confused as to why Katie was being brought back at all. I thought Heather was going to make her a one and done. That Heather has the type of Kyle Richards power that she could go to production and be like, I don't want her back on.
She's barely been in the episode, so maybe she's just like...
Who, Heather?
Yeah, maybe she's just...
I know, is she boring? People, in my mind, I'm comparing it to people were pissed this season of Beverly Hills that Erica's storyline was redecorating her rental. You know what?
Well,
I like interior design and architecture.
it will be if her storyline this
We're
next
also
season.
Erica sympathizers.
I'm not an Erica sympathizer anymore.
Okay,
no.
sorry.
I am completely anti-Erica.
Oh, I'm so sorry for misspeaking.
If they don't address like the elephant in the room in the next season, her storyline isn't how awful of a person she is. The lawsuits. Like,
but then why would you come back on? If you're going to be scrutinized, if you were going to be under that.
She cares. I think it's any press is good press for her.
But is that because of the financial situation she's in, or do you think she's a bad person? I don't think she's a bad person.
I think she's a manipulative.
Do you? I think she made bad choices. And is just trying to find her way out of it.
I think allegedly, that she manipulated her husband to do everything.
He seemed much too sharp for that. You haven't seen a lot of scenes with Tom.
Okay, that's true. It's just
that's hard to believe.
The few times I've seen him,
But I can see people feeling like that.
But he's like this teddy bear, but also he's
mean. He's not like your dad. He's not like your nice dad. He's like your grumpy grandpa.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know that he could get manipulated. Now, if his health declined, which now they are claiming, that's part of the lawsuit. Anyway, we're on Beverly Hills. Yes, you're exactly right. If that isn't a storyline,
like it has to.
If Kyle and Morgan, or like something about Kyle's sexuality, which I know is something really personal. I know you don't have to talk about it, but I think you do if you're going to be the face of reality TV.
Well, she ain't
like
gonna
the
talk
face
about
of your franchise. Well, then she's got to go.
Yeah, I agree. The whole season, what did we know about Kyle? Nothing, because she wouldn't talk about anything.
Maurizio. He maybe cheated on her, but she'll never admit it as long as she lives.
Right.
She is ride or die for that man.
Yeah, she would get back together with him in a heartbeat.
In a second, if he said, I was coming home, if he said, I'm coming home.
Yes.
She'd open the door wide open. Now, it doesn't mean she wouldn't continue exploring. I still think they would live under the same roof and, officially. I don't think they'll ever get divorced, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you?
Because you would have done it by now.
Right, exactly. I don't know if he can break her heart like that. She never will. But if she filed, he would sign. He would agree, I think.
Oh, yeah, I think so, too.
Would you, if I agreed to divorce you?
What?
That's why we're not getting married. Because divorce conversations are so sad. Like, to sit down and be like, we're going to end our marriage? Or sometimes there isn't even a conversation, I guess. Is that worse? Is that easier? Is that better? Gretchen is making fun. So Gretchen is back. Gretchen and Slade.
Oh, I couldn't believe his name.
Slade Smiley. Who is another, like John Jansen, housewife Hopper. So everyone thought the relationship was fake. The relationship was for show. Oh, you put on this big proposal deal. Big deal. I think they're probably, I'm sure he's probably cheating on her all the time. That's just my thought. That's alleged. I don't know that based on anything. But Tamara goes after Slade so hard that, to me, doesn't there have to be... It doesn't make Tamara right, but doesn't it mean there has to be something fishy about him?
I mean, I don't know. She said
you don't know anything about him.
They've been together for 16 years.
Exactly. So at this point, it's not for show, right?
It's a long time to prove people wrong.
Well, that's how I feel about Erica and Tom as well. But you don't know how much of a subservient relationship it was. If you were really the housewife, if you just stayed at home but got to party and shop and live freely, why would you ever divorce?
Are you talking like Gretchen or Erica?
Both, I think.
I mean, when did Erica divorce Tom? Before or after lawsuits started popping up?
And then she talks about all of the... Then she, like, spills, you know, a little bit. She gives us trickles that he was cheating on her and had a picture of his mistress, like, on his desk. Like, that'll fuck a girl up.
Yeah.
So... Therefore, I will and forever will be an Erica sympathizer, but now you got me wanting to deep dive.
She has always been my favorite on Beverly Hills because she dressed like a Power Ranger.
And you read enough about her that you have to completely change your opinion about her.
I have not seen a sympathetic...
Okay, that's fair.
Like, if she apologizes and does, like...
No, she's taken no accountability. She says, on advice of her lawyers, that taking accountability... even in the public eye, on record, makes you accountable.
Well, then she'll never be my number one again until she does.
You think she needs to make a public statement. Has she made nothing public?
I mean, I haven't...
Said nothing, I should say?
I don't think so. Which, again, advice of her counsel...
Do you think that's reasonable advice, or do you think at this point...
If you ever get arrested, you do not say a word about anything. That's the...
So she's doing the right thing.
Yes.
That's crazy.
You don't say anything because it will be used against you.
Your Miranda rights. That's why they say that.
I mean, not even just for Miranda, like in general. You don't say anything.
But do you have to... Do you have to lean so far the other way? Do you have to pull an Erica and say, I am the victim? Or was that a mixture of alcohol and antidepressants?
Here. Rasheed Rice, Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver.
Neal knows more about sports than anyone I've ever met.
He
yes.
was going 138 miles an hour on a highway, hits like 3 people.
Manslaughter.
He didn't kill anybody.
Oh, okay, go on.
Thankfully. Hits like 3 people, leaves his vehicle and runs away. Just straight.
No.
It's all on video. So
no. You don't do that.
He's arrested. Doesn't say anything about it. Chiefs don't say other than they have to say, like, you know, during the... We're not going to speak about it during ongoing legal proceedings, blah, blah, blah. Well, he just got sentenced by the judge yesterday, and he came out and made a very nice apology because, like, he was held accountable for it. He didn't kill anybody. He got 5 years probation, 30 days in jail, has to cover all medical expenses for everyone, and pay $1 million for each of the people that was suing him. So, like...
I think that's a fair case of actions have consequences. I think the consequences are fair, and I can see why many people out there think it should be much worse.
I mean...
And I can see why many people out there would say if he took accountability.
If he had a public defender, it would be different than an athlete paying a very high-priced lawyer to basically, yes, get him this sweetheart deal. But that's the best you're going to get if you're looking for him to be punished more. But he put out a wonderful apology.
Okay. I'm sure he didn't write it.
I mean, even if he didn't, he's going to... They start training camp next...
But no, even if he didn't, then that's just as bad. That's just a PR move.
You didn't let me finish.
I'm sorry.
Next week or 2 weeks when the Chiefs have training camp, the first thing he's going to be asked is about what happened.
I think that's fair.
He's going to be allowed to talk about it because the case is over.
Oh, wow. So we're going to see in the coming weeks how he handles it. Like, if he acknowledges it.
Yes.
So you think he's allowed to talk about it now?
Yeah. I mean, that's the first thing he's going to be asked is about the accident. I mean, he's going to be suspended from the NFL. So maybe he won't even get to talk.
Really?
Because he's going to be suspended, yes. They're waiting until court cases play out now before suspending players.
Before suspending?
Yeah, which is wild.
You are supposed to... Oh, wait. Innocent until proven guilty.
It doesn't matter in the NFL. They have a disciplinary process. Like,
No, but are they... You don't cut them until after?
Well, now they're for suspensions, the league suspending them is waiting until the legal process plays out.
But they're not playing in the meantime.
Oh,
Like
they
the
are.
What? That's crazy to me. To me, in a case like that, you have to be guilty until proven innocent.
But
Is that the liberal in me?
team, well, okay, let's take longtime Hall of Fame kicker Justin Tucker last season. Much like Deshaun Watson, he had an avalanche of women accuse him of sexually assaulting them. And I don't know if any of them, I think they are suing him. Instead of
Go look it up, allegedly.
Yes, allegedly. Instead of the NFL waiting until this resolves, the Ravens suspended themselves and then caught him. So, like, the team.
So that was my question. So he's not playing in the meantime.
He's never playing in the NFL again. But
don't they usually get to just keep playing?
if the team doesn't act, yes. So it is like you have.
So, oh gosh. So I didn't know that about sports. Okay, so there are teams that I should hate automatically. Because if you let him keep playing, then I hate you.
Right. There are a lot of. Yes. So.
Do I want to ask? Do we want to get into legalness? How are the Bears on moral strict?
You had Virginia McCaskey as the owner. If you do anything, the Bears will cut you.
That's the way it should be.
Yes. They had a player
That makes me emotional, actually. That makes me happy.
a few years ago that and the polls won't even sign them. If you have any red flags, you are off the Bears draft list.
I don't know why that's making me emotional.
Like,
I love sports.
you have to be a high character
But
individual to play for the Bears.
I'm a socialist. I haven't gone on my socialist rant for a while. I should. There should be a cap to how much every employee in, like, the free world makes. And then we should take the rest of the money and put it into things that we know we need and we know we need to make better. We need more money for schools and healthcare.
All right, I got a question for you. Let's see if you change your mind.
Oh gosh, this is like philosophical.
Donald Trump just signed or is about to sign an executive order that caps the amount of money college athletes can make from NIL.
Okay. No, that's not equivalent. Because where does the rest of the money go? The rest of the money just stays in the hands of the original person.
Yes.
That's why the average person never wins. Because the rich people are just passing the ball back and forth. We're not even in the game.
A bunch of coaches and boosters went to Donald Trump and were like, we don't want players making this much money anymore. And he, of course, didn't speak with any players.
The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders don't like that the girls become influencers in most cases.
Yeah.
Is that the equivalent?
Could be. If they
How can you tell me how much money can go into my bank account?
This executive order is going to be completely worthless because it's an executive order to begin with.
But it's too ambiguous.
Well,
how do you define... I mean, I know it's a number. You could say, boom, $2 million.
How do you know? It's the other way. How do you enforce it?
You can't police someone's bank account. Exactly.
Right.
You can't, right? You can't, like, FOIA a bank account.
No, you can't FOIA a bank account. Of what, of a player? No way. If there's a way to alienate millions of people, it's to tell them you can't make money.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is there a way you can find out? I mean, like the government. Can't the government see into someone's bank account? No, yeah. So not FOIA, but like the high ups.
They're not going to do that. That's so much stupid waste
illegal.
Of time.
It's not illegal because you have financial advisors.
Then it's the IRS that would be doing it. It's like cheating on your taxes. They would monitor.
Right.
And
which they do. Yeah, which they do.
Right, but how many college kids are getting audited?
Well, maybe they should because now they're employees. So maybe
they're
that's
not
the
employees.
Point. Well, maybe they should be in a union. Maybe they should be employees.
This executive order bans them from ever being employees.
Well, no, we're going in absolutely the wrong direction.
Yes.
We need to value them more. We need to give them more leverage. We need to give them more power. They are individuals. They are representing you and they work hard. Do I think that means anyone should be making $300 million? No. No, I don't.
I told you the NBA makes more money than the NFL now.
I think you could, well, like, let's just start. Ooh, I'm going to start getting mathematical. Let's just name one person's salary in the NBA for 1 year.
Okay, who just signed this deal? Somebody just signed a 2-year, $175 million contract.
First of all, I'm going to throw up, and then when
That's almost $90 million for 1 year.
When I recover, I'll be right back.
NBA salaries are out of control. You could be the 5th best player on your team making $40 million a year. It's gross.
So, give me...
Something's going to get...
No, okay. So, that's a good example, $90 million. You could give him $40 million and have $1 million to give to the education system in all 50 states.
Yeah.
$1 million is multiple teachers' salaries. You could lower class sizes because you could hire more teachers. Now, on a grand scale, no, we're talking one district, but we're also talking one player. Yeah. So now multiply that one player by 20 teams. So now we're talking about $20 million each. Do you know what $20 million can do for the education system?
Yeah, but that money would never see the teachers. You know that.
But that's okay. If it sees any point in the hierarchy, it should make us better.
Pocket of...
Well, honestly, some days I want to become those people so I can make a change. But then will I just get there and want money? Very introspective. Very honest. Oh, Winnie is curled up asleep right now.
Yeah. How about back to...
Real Housewives of
We're 30
Orange.
minutes into this, so...
This is just a ramble.
Just a
I
ramble.
can do what I want. I'm Team Emily. I think Katie talked to the bloggers. Katie put the babysitter in a direction towards a blogger who she could talk to defend herself against Emily. I think that is inherently wrong because of the age difference.
Wait. You did not frame it that way originally. To defend herself, I'm Team Katie then. If you're going after an 18-year-old babysitter, you have to let them defend themselves.
On random podcasts?
Well, how else is she going to do it?
When they're a random 18-year-old?
Would you rather go through Bravo?
What? Is that going to affect your ability to get into a college? You're doing fine. You're 18 years old.
So she should have just taken
She also shouldn't be getting involved in the televised drama.
If someone's
She signed an NDA, obviously.
Yeah. Well, if someone's going to attack you...
You want to defend yourself.
On Bravo attacking you. Of course you're going to want to defend yourself.
But attacking is such a hard word. Sorry, I'm not going to semantics this. I get what you're saying because Emily is the older one. So, like, she's suing you. But I'm saying Katie, as the older one, should have also not steered her in any direction. That's not your child.
This is all...
She stirred up a lot of drama. Do you think it's completely manufactured?
This is all stupid. Emily blew this way out of proportion.
She felt like it was coming after her kids.
So what? They're 8.
But that's how I feel about coming after the 18-year-old. So what? She's an adult.
I mean,
she did the wrong thing.
She could
by blowing this up. She did it on purpose.
She didn't tell the sister to then say it on Bravo.
No, Katie said it on Bravo. That's the point. That's why Katie's so bad. Katie made this a storyline.
But I'm saying...
That's why she's going to disappear into obscurity.
So why did she attack the babysitter when she's not the one that went on Bravo and said it?
Are we fighting right now?
But that's what I don't understand. Why is the babysitter getting it from Emily for telling somebody who then told somebody...
But Katie is too. Katie's getting it from Emily too. Emily, I think, is just genuinely mad. And that's when we loop it back around to you think she's overreacting.
Yes.
So she shouldn't be on the show.
This is the
because
dumbest
she's in a sensitive
storyline
moment.
this might be the dumbest storyline I've ever heard.
Anyway, it's not even going to matter because it turns out we thought it was going to be everyone versus Katie because it already was Heather, Gina, and Emily against Katie. Now Tamara's against Katie because she spread some rumor. Now we're hearing that during the photo shoot they do at the end of the season, so after they've wrapped, they still have to do a couple things where they see each other. We don't get to see that. The drama is based on that. I love that. They said that Shannon was having a meltdown. Katie took out her phone and filmed it and sent it to Alexis. When Alexis and her ex-husband were in an active lawsuit against Shannon, saying they had videos of her erratic behavior on the night of her DUI that could ruin her life and ruin her reputation.
Yeah, I didn't get a random video a year later isn't going to have any effect in court. It wouldn't even be admissible. So I didn't get that part.
Really?
Like, what was it going to... She wasn't drunk. She was just upset. Like, what is that going to do?
Oh, the on-set video.
Yeah, that's what I
but
wasn't...
why would Katie take it?
Oh, that... Yeah,
Neal?
no, that I'm against. That was weird.
Thank you. She
You-
makes strange moves, man.
That was a deliberate, like...
Is it in an attempt to stay on the show?
Oh, probably.
I think...
Would you
I said, she's fodder. She's gone.
Would you
after this
manufacture
season.
drama to get yourself to stay on the show? Absolutely, these narcissistic women would.
The type of people you cast inherently want to keep going. You probably only have like an 80-20 split. I'd say only 20% are like, hey, this is not for me, and like elect to leave.
Okay,
don't get like shamed off the
I'm
show.
anti-Emily and anti-Katie.
You think they're both wrong? That can be true.
I think they're both wrong. For different reasons.
And then everyone around them is also blowing it out of proportion in different ways to try and make themselves look better.
If anything,
Gina is Emily's hype woman.
The most serious thing I would have a problem with would be the video at the end of the year thing.
That's the weirdest move,
I think
right?
that if anyone should have a problem, it should be Shannon.
You're filming me. Yeah, if there's any proof of that, which again, we're 2 episodes in, and we're talking about Katie, take out the proof right now. Show us you don't have a video in your photo reel. Open up Instagram, show us your DMs, show us you never talked to her, or show us even who initiated the conversation. Because hasn't the story now gone to, I didn't call her, I DM'd her, but the first story was, she DM'd me and I responded. So now Katie's story has already changed to, she reached out to me and I answered, to, I reached out to her. But it wasn't on the phone.
Right.
She's full of shit.
I'm anti-Katie, anti-Emily, pro-babysitter.
Then how do you feel about Gina?
Gina's annoying. She really, she's just like a parrot on their shoulders.
She really, really wants Heather's friendship and approval.
But Heather...
I don't think that makes her bad. I think that makes her human.
I think she's just
How would she say human? Because she used to be on the New York one, right? And you couldn't hear it at first until she said meatballs.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh my gosh, meatballs.
Tamara is a shit stirrer.
Is she diabolical? Is she truly evil, though?
Oh, I have to keep watching to know that.
My rant, glad they covered it in the first episode, was when she had 1 hour-long, probably, discussion with her therapist. Maybe longer because they were filming, so it could have been a long, shoot day. The therapist mentions once about being on a spectrum. And Tamara goes on her podcast the next day and says, I'm on the spectrum. Basically. My therapist told me I'm on the spectrum. She got a huge amount of flack for that. Huge.
Because she tried using it as an excuse, right?
Well...
or angle it as
Well, the comments on social media are amazing. It's like, you're not autistic. You're an asshole. She's trying to excuse her behavior.
Right.
You can't do that.
Yes.
Now, that being said, and I am not going to be a Tamara sympathizer, but, like, she has been through a lot. I mean, Teddy is, like, her best friend. So, I'm going to go to hell for saying this. It's convenient... Oh, God. I'm going to say it. It's a convenient time for Tamara to have a tragedy going on in her life, so they really can't touch her without seeming like assholes.
Right. That's fair.
Like, I don't think Gretchen coming after Tamara, I don't think Gretchen wins. I think Tamara's the queen of this franchise. Do I think Tamara could get Heather fired? No, I don't. Do I think Tamara could be a reason that Alexis doesn't get another season? Sure. But weren't they friends? I can't keep track of who even likes each other. Tamara is really trying to make amends with Shannon, and Shannon is really not open to it.
Right.
I wonder where that's going to go. I would like to see where that goes. I think the season really devolves. So that was that's why I had to come on here and talk about this, that I was so surprised to see Katie back. What is she doing back? Oh my gosh, the whole first episode is about her. They only brought her back because this thing got so big and she was stupid enough to let her daughter, who is young enough, who you should be able to still tell what to do and what not to do, to go talk to bloggers.
Who's talking to bloggers?
The babysitter and the daughter.
Okay.
Katie's daughter has spoken up, okay. I believe. I believe. I don't...
I'm just going to put this out there.
Okay.
This whole situation would be different if the kids, if the babysitter relayed what the kid said, and the kid said, "Oh, we saw Heather DeBro doing crack in our mom's
bathroom." This is for humor purposes only.
Yes, there's a big difference between that and she treats or like, what is she?
She's mean to our mom.
Do you say you just said it out loud?
The content of it sounds stupid as heck.
Yes. Am I crazy?
No,
this
you're totally
right. This is so stupid.
It is so stupid. These girls get mad about the stupidest things.
Next, you're going to have Heather saying, "I'm sending a cease and desist letter to your kids."
Because for slander. They said served. I'm mean.
Yeah.
Like, mean is a subjective word. You can't... You're so right. This now it sounds so stupid.
So stupid.
Guys, maybe you should skip it. I just typed it up for 40 minutes, and now I'm like, never mind, pass.
Yeah, I wish I could call into the reunion and be like, this is the dumbest.
Call into the reunion is wild.
And then I have a problem.
And the crazy thing is, you're so normal seeming that you could easily get through to like the live audience and then stand up and be like, boo.
The only other problem I'll mention real quick, because we're at like 42 minutes.
That's okay. They love us.
Is Emily bringing up, like, don't bring kids into this. And now what is she doing? Weeping about her children who have been on TV multiple times.
But she's allowed to bring her own children into it. That's a straw man's argument.
Yes.
I just blew your straw house down.
Okay, well... Don't shield your kids from stuff.
Don't be mad at me.
And then bring them on TV.
I'll help you rebuild it with brick.
When one child, you're freaking him out, thinking he's going to die at any second. So...
Me and Neal talked a lot about this because I work in special education. So when Emily talks about how overwhelmed she is that she's going to sit down with the school and have meetings with the teachers, that is very overwhelming. Having to walk into a school and sit on one side of a table and there are 3 other people facing you, that's intimidating for the average parent, I would say. Mm-hmm. So Emily is going through a lot right now.
And she should be going through it not on television. I agree.
But now you're contradicting yourself because you think Kyle and Erica should spill their deepest, darkest goings-ons, but Emily shouldn't talk about her family.
No.
Because it's kids. Because she said don't bring kids into this specifically.
Yes.
So you are very black and white. You are very objective.
I don't think kids should be on the show unless they're 18.
You're a really good analyzer. You should do that for a living.
Watching the old... Beverly Hills and seeing Kyle's like 6-year-old on every episode should not be on the TV.
That's what you're not used to that because all the kids are grown up and they're 18 or older. But that's always been the way this show is. So that's interesting that clouds, or I won't say clouds, it guides your judgment about the show that much when you're comparing older.
Like, well, how is the kid gonna feel when he's 20 that he was on TV when he's 8 and your mom's thinking you're gonna die? Like, it's just, he shouldn't have to deal with that later in his life.
Yeah, we talked about this, that we feel of Shane and Emily, sometimes opposites work so well together. In their case, their opposites are pulling them apart. He takes it easy about it. He's lackadaisical. He's lackadaisical. Whereas Emily is over the top, uptight, worst case scenario. Is she only acting that way because she's perceiving that he's not taking it seriously enough?
Probably, yes. I would say a good chance.
Because if she's the mom sitting down in the meetings and he doesn't have to go to that, what she's actually trying to express to him is, I need your help. And I need you to care, and I need you to take this seriously. And I think he's just not that serious of a dude, and he sees this as not that serious of a problem, because it's not. You know what? Your child gets diagnosed with autism. Okay. Well, then you get to meet his needs. You get to meet him exactly where he is and better understand him and work with people around you who want to help him.
Yes.
He's going to be fine.
Yes.
So he's going to be fine. So
he's going to be fine, and then in 15 years,
when you think this is embarrassing,
he's going to be like, thanks, Mom, for telling the whole world about all the things I had to face growing up. Like, awesome.
I don't know. I think a lot of times they're like, thank you for being honest, because now you're being a hypocrite again. No, you're not, because it's a kid. You are specifically around the kids. Yeah, that's fair, I guess, because they don't consent.
Right, they can't.
So you think in any case we shouldn't show the kids, even if it's just like Kiki's son's birthday on Real Housewives of Miami?
I don't even think they should have shown Robert Jr.
But that's the point. They're housewives. Dang, you are really objective about this. No, that's what works. Being upfront and honest about his issues with drug addiction, that was real. The first word in the title of the show is real. Bye, Kyle. You're not real.
That's true.
We have to start getting rid of the people who aren't real. She would come back and argue, I show you my divorce. I show you my 4 daughters who are my most precious, like the things I treasure most in life. I show you some glimpses of my relationship, but then decide I want that to be off limits and that's not good enough. She would have that argument. She would say, I showed you that I was estranged from my sisters. That's pretty intimate. That's a storyline.
Yeah.
So who's to say, but we're saying that she doesn't do that anymore.
Kyle was...
She's one of the producers, so she gets to decide how she's portrayed. Right. And she's really, really uptight. Talk about uptight in a different way.
Yes. Anytime she was faced with anything, she just left.
Really scared of how she's going to be perceived.
Yes.
But also genuinely just really overwhelmed. Okay. We will stop.
Maybe we'll come back. We're 48 minutes.
No, we're not. We'll probably do a whole extra ramble. If you like talking about Real Housewives, we'll come back and talk more about Mamacita, and actually not talk about Love Island for once. Hey! Oh, shoot, I brought it up. Nope, we're not bringing it up. Guys, we'll catch you next time.
You know why Miami's a great show? Because
we're still here.
The only child they've shown is Frankie, who's over 18.
And Peter. No, they've shown kids.
I don't think so.
They have. They've shown Grayson, Nicole's kid. Which is how weird is it that Nicole hasn't been on it yet, and one of the storylines is going to be that Stephanie dated Anthony.
I don't know anything. You just...
Anthony the lawyer? Really successful lawyer. They have their own, like, he flies a plane. Like, he can afford to fly.
We're gonna go.
He's a pilot!
I don't know who that is. I don't.
No, I know what will root you in this. I know what will root you in this.
Me.
Her father, it's Miami. She hasn't been on this season yet. Her father recently passed away. I think he had a heart attack. He was like a real ladies' man. Like, he had this, like, 26-year-old girlfriend and, like, had kids that she didn't know about her brothers and sisters. She's like a doctor. She has short, I cannot believe you can't remember her right now. She has short blonde hair, like chin-length hair.
Was she on last season?
Yes.
Okay, then yes. I remember she went to a restaurant, right?
With her father.
Yes, okay, yes.
I think since then he has passed away.
Not surprising.
Right. So maybe that's why she's not on the show yet. But her husband, the lawyer, who's like super successful, and they seem pretty normal.
Okay.
Like a doctor and a lawyer, is Stephanie's ex. And we haven't even gotten into that storyline yet. Stephanie, our new housewife.
The one...
Flippy hair, the one who thinks she's Aubrey Hepburn.
From Shoma.
The one who has a lot of money. Money, honey. But then also they're in, like, foreclosures
Hasn't she been with the dude for, like...
a long time. So is that another case of you've proved you actually love the person? Or is it a business relationship? Ooh, that's another reason you'd stay together. Just to have your names on stuff? Partnership? Is that better or worse?
I mean,
I don't know
a forensic accountant needs to go over their books. I see you're worth $300 million, but you can't pay off a mortgage to a house. So, an $8 million house.
Oh, yeah, there's something wrong there. Okay, who are we to judge?
Right.
Okay, guys, come back next time. We'll probably be rambling about the exact same stuff. I hope you love it. Please, please, please love it. Because we love you.
Basically, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is at the bottom of the totem pole and should be canceled next.
I think that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.